Hello everyone. So welcome to this video tutorial where we will show you how to create a QuTScloud instance on Microsoft Azure. The overall process of Microsoft Azure is a little bit more complicated as compared to DigitalOcean and AWS. So I think for first time users it might be a little confusing, but today I'm going to teach you how to do it, and I'm pretty sure by the end of this video you will find it very easy. Um, as always, let me show you first the flow of the tutorial, like what we are going to do today. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the different Microsoft Azure services that are there. Then the first step is you have to create a storage account, and then using the storage account within the storage account, you have to upload your VHD file, the QuTScloud VHD file. Okay, the QuTScloud VHD image. Once we do that, then we have to create an image using that VHD file. Okay, and after we create the image, what we have to do is we have to start we'll create a new virtual machine. We'll define the CPU and the RAM, add the storage disk, and do the port settings. Okay, so the last, if you see the last four steps, these are the same for all the platforms, even for DigitalOcean and for AWS. We have to do these last four steps. These are the same. The only difference is the first four steps in Microsoft Azure are different compared to others, so that's why it is little bit confusing for everybody. So anyways, so let's get started. So let me give you a brief overview of all the Microsoft Azure services. As you can see, Microsoft Azure, just like AWS, have a lot of services. They have categorized themselves in two broad categories. One is infrastructure services and the other one is the platform services. In the infrastructure services itself, they have three different categories. One is compute, storage, and networking. And in the platform services, there are so many, like security management, compute, web and mobile, IoT is there, hybrid operations, integration, media, CDN. There are many. And good thing is we don't have to worry about all these. We just have to worry about these ones, the compute and storage part, because for today's video, for this particular video, we are just going to use the virtual machines and the storage accounts of the storage service, which I'll show you later, which is actually, it's not there in this particular screenshot, but I'll show you later. Okay, so let's go to the Microsoft Azure console. So assuming that you have logged into Microsoft Azure, what you can do is, once you come to your portal, this is the home page of your portal, you can click on this tab and you will see all the services here. Click here, and these are all the services that you can see. We are going to use the virtual machine services in the compute category, and we are going to use the storage accounts service in the storage category. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So these are the only two services which we are going to need. So let's go back to the home page, and you can see all the Azure services are here, already shown here. So first step is, as let me show you, the first step is to create a storage account. Okay, so let's go to this storage account. So you can just click on the storage account, and you can see already there are so many storage accounts here. So of course, for the video I have to show you how to create a new storage account. So click on add storage account. So this is for first time users actually. I mean, if you're doing this for the very first time, you have to create a storage account, you have to upload your image and all those things. But for repeated users, I think this is, you don't have to do it every time. I think if you already have a storage account, if you already have your image uploaded in the storage account, you don't have to do this step again and again. Okay, so let's create a storage account, and here you have to choose a resource group. Now I'm not the admin, so I cannot create a new resource group, so I'll just use the one which is existing for our company. But admins can, I mean the admins of Microsoft Azure of that particular company can create new resource group. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter which resource group you choose, as long as all of them are under the same customer or the same company. Now you can give a name, so let's call it Asim demo storage account SA. Okay, so Asim demo storage account, I'm giving this name so that it's easy for us to identify, because there are so many similar names already created before. Okay, and then just go next on networking. You don't have to do anything here, just click on advanced, don't need to do the tags, review and create. Yeah, so first thing is you have to create a storage account. uh, Let me check one thing. I think the location, I forgot to change the location. Let me see. Yeah, location currently I have chosen US Central. So what we can do is I can choose something which is nearby our location. So let me go for Japan East. You can choose a location near, close to, whichever is closer to you. The main thing is that the location of your storage account and the location of your image and the location of your virtual machine have to be the same. Okay, so this is very important. Again, the location that you choose in the storage account must be the same that you use uh, anywhere else. Okay, so please remember, I'm going to use Japan East, and in the due course of the video I'll show you wherever there's an option to choose location, you should always choose this one. Okay, so we have to make sure all our services are in the same location or the same data center. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, and yeah, once the validation is passed, just click on create, and once you click on create, you will see the notification here. Your resource group will begin the it'll start creating. Please note that it'll take some time to create, or I mean to successfully complete this process, like maybe 1 minute or something. So there might be some small delays. You can see the status here. I think this is the older one. Let me close. So this is the status of uh, the new resource group. I mean, within the resource group VQTS, there is a new storage account being created. So it's currently running. So it will take some time to finish. In the meantime, you can just close this and you can go to your home, and you can see here deployment succeeded. So that means your storage account is successfully created. What you can do is just close here, and if you want to see your new storage account that you created, just click on storage accounts and it will come here. Now it will take some time, so just give it 1 or 2 minutes, and yeah, it's here. So you can see now it's here. So this is the storage account that I have created. Okay, so this is the first step, creating the storage account. Now the next thing is, what I need to do is I need to upload my QuTScloud image into this storage account. Okay, now let me repeat again. If you want to have the QuTScloud image, you can go to our landing page. Okay, this is our landing page, and within this landing page you can just scroll down and you will be able to find the download link here. Okay, for internal purposes, you can find the download link from the PPT that we used for the uh, internal sales training. I have entered the daily build link in that presentation. Okay, for end customers, or I mean for outside users, they will be able to download the image from the landing page. And you can see we have recommended for Azure cloud platform, you need to download the VHD file format, VHD, and this link will be activated later, but currently it's not activated. Okay, so you need the VHD file format QuTScloud image. All right, so assuming I already have it on my local device, that is on this laptop, what I'm going to do next is I have to upload that in my storage account. So we are going to now I'm going to show you this step, how to upload. Now click on this storage account that you have created, go to containers. Okay, containers, the scalable cost effective storage for unstructured data. So okay, so we need a cost effective storage for storing the image. So I just click on containers and create a new container. Let's call it a scene demo container. Okay, so I create this new container. Okay, container is just like, I think you can consider it like a bucket of S3. Okay, so it's just a folder, and within this folder you are going to upload the image. So let's click on the upload button here, and just click here and you will be able to upload the image from the local device. So let's say this one. So I told you have to use the VHD file. So click on here. Let's confirm. Yes, we need the VHD file. So once you click here, once I click on upload button, you can see the uploading process will begin. And since my image is 492 MB, of course it is going to take a lot of time to upload. So for this video purpose, we are not going to just wait for this upload to finish. We can move ahead and we can use an already uploaded file in some other container. Okay, so this is how it will upload, and you can see the progress here. It's currently uploading, only 20% completed. In the meantime, we can move ahead. All right, now, so this is a new storage account that I just created during this video, but this is an old one which I created just before this video, or even this one. So let's take this one. Okay, so this is the one I created before I started the demo. So in this, again, there's the same thing. I have to go to my containers, and within my containers there is an image I have uploaded. This, okay, so this is the container, this is my container, and within this container you can see this is the image. This is the same image which is currently uploading. All right, this is the same image which is currently uploading, but this is the one which is already uploaded. So what we can do is we can use this image to move ahead. Okay, so our this step is completed. We have finished the uploading. The next step is we have to create the image using the uploaded VHD file. So what I have to do is, if you want to see, you can just click on this and you can see the properties of this particular VHD image file. Now next is, once you have successfully uploaded your VHD file to your storage account, the next thing is you have to create an image. Okay, now image. So this is the next step. As you can see here, create image using VHD file. Now, in order to create an image, just go to that image and click on the add button here. Okay, our upload is also completed. Okay, that's great. So we'll use this one. Okay, I think it's better. Let me go back and show you. I didn't expect it to be so fast. Anyways, it's a good thing. So let me go to the storage account, a seam demo SA storage account, and in this one there was a container named a seam demo container CON, and in this, as you can see, my image is successfully uploaded. Okay, so that's a great thing. We are lucky that it was so fast that a 492 MB file uploaded within minutes. Okay, so the next step is creating the image. Okay, so I click on the image part and let me add a new image. Okay, now I have to, let's give any name to my image. Let's call it a seam demo image. Okay, and resource group is going to be VQTS. As I said, we don't have the option to change the resource group. Now here, this is what I meant in the beginning. Location, you have to make sure that your location is Japan East, because if you don't choose that location, you will not be able to find your image here. See, my image is not appearing here. So that's why I said you have to change your location to Japan East, the one which we used. So this is the same location that we used for our storage account, and our VHD file is within the storage account. So now you can, and the OS disk type, you can go to Linux, and now if you click on the browse, you will be able to see the storage accounts, and I use the Asim Demos SA storage account, and within Asim Demo SA I use the Asim Demo container CON, and within the container I used this file which I just now uploaded. Click on select. Okay, so I have selected my blob container and I just click on create. Once I do that, my image will start, the image creation process will start. Okay, so the name of this image is Asim Demo IMG. Yeah, you can see the image is currently being created. So once it's created, you will be able to see it here. The name is Asim Demo IMG. So we have to make sure, because as I said, there are very similar names which I created before, so we have to just make sure that is ours is created. As you can see, it is still under the process of creating, so let's wait for at least for 1 minute or something. Okay, now it's created, so let me refresh this page. um, Normally it takes some time. Let me go back to home and click on the images again, and within image should be able to see my image. Yeah, this one, Asim demo img. Okay, so this is the image I have just now created. Okay, so we have completed this step as well, that is create image using vhd file. Okay, so please understand these first three steps: create storage account, upload the vhd file, and create image. These three are just about getting your image ready for the virtual machines, and the next step is to create the virtual machine from the image that you have created. All right, so just click on here, Asim demo img, and you can see all the details of this image that you have created. Now the next step is click on create VM. All right, so this is the step we are going to do: add a new virtual machine. Okay, now in order to do that, first is, let's give this a name, Asim demo VM. All right, and for size, as we already mentioned many times before in other videos also, that you have to use 2 GB RAM. That is the minimum. So that's why I'll suggest, for the sake of this video, at least you select one, this one, the one with one CPU and 2 GB RAM. You can choose the others also. For the sake of this video, let's go for this one and click on select. Okay, and for Azure you will have to set a password, but please note that you don't have to use this password anywhere. So you can just set it, and anything, it doesn't matter, because we will not use this, but because these are the standard process of Azure, so we have to set some password. So you can give any username and password, and even if you forget about it, it will not matter much to you, and you can just forget. Okay, so you can just create and move on. Okay, so this is the first step in creating the virtual machine. So the next step is you have to add disks. Okay, so that is the next step. So after creating a new virtual machine, you have to define the CPU, RAM, and then you have to add the storage and disks. So here, uh, as we suggest that you need to have a minimum of 200 GB to create a storage pool. So just for the sake of this video, let's use at least a 200 GB disk here. All right, and then just click on OK and proceed further. All right, so once you have done that, you can go next. You don't need, for the port settings, we'll come to that later at the end. So at the moment we can just go ahead. We, at any point of time, we can change the port settings, so we can just skip these steps. They are not that important. If you want to add tags, you can add tags, but it's not compulsory. All right, and our virtual machine is currently under the process of creation. So once I click on create button, it will start creating. Okay, and maybe it will take around, I think, 1 minute or so to create the deployment, or to create the virtual machine. All right, so let's wait. Yeah, so you can see the deployment is in process. So in the notifications, you can see what all you have done. You can see here, first we created a storage account, then we created a container, then we uploaded the file in our container, then we created an image file, and then from the image file we created the virtual machine. Okay, so just from the notifications itself, you can see these are the main steps that are needed to be done. Okay, very important point here. I was informed that by our very important point here, that currently there is a bug in Azure, in our system, that it will always show the deployment is in progress. Okay, so the status of virtual machine creation is not updated. It will continue to show this even though the virtual machine is successfully created, but it will always show this status. Okay, so don't get confused by this status. What you can do is, after some time, just go to your home, maybe just give it 1 minute or something. Go to your home, click on virtual machines, and you can see Asim demo VM. This is the one I just created. It's already there, and subscription ID is assigned. So because there is a subscription ID assigned, that means this VM virtual machine is ready. However, if you go to the notifications, it will still show deployment is in progress. So this is a bug and currently we are in the process of fixing this bug. Okay, so don't get confused with this. Now the last thing that we need to do is after adding the storage disks, the last thing we need to do is configure the port settings. Okay, so what you can do is you can go to your virtual machine, and in the virtual machine section you can go to the networking of your virtual machine. Okay, and here in the networking section you can define your port settings. All right, so let's add some port settings. I'm mainly going to add 8080 and 443 port. So 8080 is there. Priority is just like in Azure the priority means like which port is given higher priority. You can make it 310, that is okay. As long as the exact number doesn't matter. What matters is which port is given higher priority. The one with higher priority should have the smaller priority size. So the priority 300 will have higher priority. Priority 65,000 will have lower priority. Okay, so you can keep it 310 because 2020 is 300 priority. Okay, so you can call it port 8080. Let's add this port, and let's add another port 443, and we can give that lower priority compared to 8080. Okay, and let's call it port 443. Okay, and add this. So these are the two security rules that you will need. These are the basic port settings we think are enough. If you want to do more port settings, you can go to this link here and you can see which particular service is using which port, and accordingly you can modify your port settings in the Azure. Okay, so now my port settings are ready. Now what I can do is I can just go to overview, and you can see your IP address here. This is the public IP address. So just click here and we use HTTPS to connect, and once you do that we should be redirected to the QuTScloud image, QuTScloud NAS initialization page. Looks like it's not ready yet. Let me see. uh, Let me try. Okay, you can also use the port 8080 to connect, and I use port 8080 here to connect, and you can also use HTTPS. Just a minute, sorry. Click on advanced and proceed here, and as you can see, so this is the initialization page of our QuTScloud NAS. All right, so this is how you create a single instance of QuTScloud on Microsoft Azure. In other videos we will show you how you can initialize the NAS, how you can create a NAS, how you can create storage pool, not create a NAS, how you can create storage pools, and for each and every use case we will do a separate video, a tutorial video. All right, so thanks for watching this video, and just let us know in the comments if you have some particular questions, or if you would like to request some specific use case. We can do a separate tutorial video for that as well. All right, so